All right, let's see what goes on now. Greetings. Let me see. Okay. All right, let me get situated real quick. All right, grab the link, shoot it over. All right, this one. And there's the second one. All right, cool. And let me also put it in the group. Let people know I'm over there too. Okay. All right, we should be good now. Okay, where is my chat? There we go. Quandale, what's up? What's happening, Riley? What up, Matthew? All right. Riley, I'm actually glad you came on the live, so I could just mention to you and to reiterate, not taking trades for a while. Like you really want to get a full understanding of what the MRMH is. I know that everyone is talking about that in the group chat. You really want to get clarity on what that is and what it means, because it has everything to do with the reason that we win consistently when we do trade. All right, so you want to, take your time. Don't rush into things. The market is not going anywhere. My chart's working? Yeah, my chart's working. Okay. All right, so we good there. Okay. Riley said gonna do paper trades for 2 weeks. Yeah, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. You want to the most that you actually want to do as far as doing anything is watch the videos. That's really what you want to do the most of. As far as actually doing anything in the market and taking trades, the majority of our time is spent in observation mode. We don't spend a lot of time actually trading. We spend the majority of our time waiting on the market to position itself and to give us that permission slip. Once we get the permission slip, then we are prepared to receive the trades when the market gives the trades up to us. You know, our primary goal is to not lose. Like the training is literally specifically designed for us not to lose trades. So it's less about a trading methodology or a strategy that we're using, and it's more so about learning how to remain patient and wait for the market to be in position in order for our trades to just come to us. We don't have to try to find trades at all. And that's the beauty of the way that we look at the market and the perspective that we have on the market, because the market does get into position where it literally gives you money. So just imagine only being in the market when you're getting paid by the market at various levels. Like, in other words, you're doing that when you have a small account. You're doing that as you scale up the size of your account. So I like to think about it in those terms, because it's one thing to trade and be aggressive when your account is small. You know, like many of the challenges that I've done. As a matter of fact, every challenge I've done has started off with $100. Period. Every challenge. And the reason that I do that is because to be able to take a small account and build it up requires more skill than starting off with $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 in your account, and then, you know, trading with larger contracts. Like that, there's a huge difference between those two things. And I've found over time that the majority of people that do show you what they might be doing in the market as far as videos and stuff like that, you know, you'll just see them taking trades and you don't know how they got to where their account currently is. Like, how did you get to that account size where you're trading that contract size? You might, you know, stumble on someone trading at 30, 40, 50 contracts. And it's like, well, damn. You know, one, how much money you got in your account to be able to handle that size contract? Two, how'd you get there? You see what I'm saying? So that's why, what's up, Stacy? What up, Dan? That's why through the challenges, I'm able to show, all right, look, this where I'm starting, $100, and this where I'm going, all the way until I finish this challenge. Because I want to show over and over again, multiple times, that you can start off small and build your account up to a larger size and do it with skill. And then that's the skill that I teach you. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it's been for me. Like, people have been asking me that, especially as of late. Like, they're beginning to see the value of the challenges, I believe, because there's so many of them now that have been out. Now they're like, wow, you know, they're starting to put two and two together. They're like, damn, the last challenge he did with 100. The one before that was 100. This one is 100 again. Yeah, each time I'm going to start with $100 because I'm showing you where you can start. You can start with $100 when you have this skill and take that $100 wherever you want to go. You know what I'm saying? So within training, like once you come into training, that's when everything becomes 100% clear. Because now not only do you have the framework for the training as far as the skill that you're going to acquire, but now you also have the framework and the roadmap for how to get from a small account, follow a plan, build up to a larger size account, scale up your contracts in the process, and then reach a goal. See, that's what the spreadsheet is. That's what the spreadsheet does. That's a part of the Team Alliance framework, the spreadsheet. Because if this is something that you're looking to do as your career, it's like, well, what does that even mean? They starting already. You know, what does that even mean? So to help people to not be confused and to not wonder about like what they should be doing or where they should be. These kids, goodness, where they should be. Um, to avoid doing all of that, everything is laid out strategically. That's why, I made it my business to create the spreadsheet in a way where I had everybody in mind. I'm like, well, let me think one about the way that we actually wait for trades. How frequently will we actually be getting trades? Well, what if we don't get them that often? What would it look like? Like all of that I took into consideration. Um, when your account is a certain size, what if someone was to lose a trade? Can you work off the spreadsheet without it devastating your account? Like, can you lose a trade and then work your way back up? God forbid if you lose a trade. You see what I'm saying? So all those things are realistic things that you would have to consider if this is a business that you're running. And that's what I've done. Like, I've done all of that type of thinking in advance so that by the time you come into training, you got the training, you got the skill that you're learning, the wait for the market, you're working on your patience and your discipline, you got a roadmap, which is the spreadsheet, you got a plan, and it's like now you have a career plan. Now you have a business plan. You see what I'm saying? That's important. That's like if you have a business that you're going into and you don't got a business plan. You just saying, yeah, well, I want to open up this business. I'm going to just sell bagels. And you don't got a business plan. You don't know how you're going to market or promote. How are you going to get people into the bagel shop? How will people know where your location is? You see what I'm saying? How are you going to manage your day-to-day activity in the bagel shop? Who's going to work there? Who are you going to hire? What's your inventory going to be like? How much bagels you going to keep on stock? Are you going to make them on the premises? Or are you going to outsource? You see what I'm like? There's all of these different things that you have to consider when you're running a business. So with trading being a business, at least for us, all things have to be considered in order for this to work as a business for you. That's why we don't really play a lot of games and play around with training, because training is that serious where it's like you're training because this represents your business. This represents your plan, your career. This is yours. This is going to be your skill. Nobody going to be able to take it from you. When you create your plan and it's laid out, can't nobody interrupt your plan. You're training yourself and conditioning yourself so that even you don't interrupt your plan. That's how powerful it is. You see what I'm saying? Even you're not capable of interrupting what it is that you're doing because you're training yourself to have the necessary patience and discipline in order to deal with the market efficiently. That's some powerful stuff right there. That's powerful, man. And that's exactly the way that I've designed things, on Team Alliance. That's why when people come and they finally get in and then, they're like, oh, wow, this is a lot. And it's like, yeah, it's supposed to be a lot. Just think about it. If you just opened up a business, would it be a lot? Yeah. Yes, it would. What up, Ivan? Oh, these kids. Jeez. Riley said, I see 100%. Gonna watch many more videos than rewatch videos. Apply what I learned, then keep watching and learning daily. Absolutely. Absolutely. The repetition of the training, like just watching videos over and over again like that, is the key to it all. That's the key. because repetition is the way that your brain absorbs information. It's the way that your habits are created, whether they're good or bad habits. You know what I'm saying? So, because the training itself is repetition, or I should say repetitious, it's repetitious on purpose. And the training is the same information repeated over and over again. So that's why when you train, you're not absorbing any information at the same time when this information is going into you. You see what I'm saying? So it's not being offset by anything else that you got to unlearn. As you're learning this process of repetition with this knowledge is helping you to unlearn stuff you already know that's not of use to you. Just like the microwave mentality, the same, the way people are very impatient and they want it now. That's a habit. That's a mental habit that people have created for themselves that has to be undone. You see what I'm saying? Like that has to be undone. So, um, it's the repetition of valuable and powerful information that leads to your success over time, because eventually it sinks in and the light bulbs go off and you're like, wow, now I see what they were talking about. Now I see why they kept saying the train all the time. Now I get it. That's how it happens. It happens like that for everybody. For everybody. Matthew said JD JD Wentworth. Exactly. Right. I got a structured settlement and I need cash now. Call JG Wentworth. 877 cash now. That's funny. But yeah, that is exactly how people be thinking. Like anytime I visualize it, I get that image in my head of that silly commercial. When I think about the way people be, just thinking their mentality. And like people are interesting because they have, it's kind of like people got audacity. They kind of feel like they're owed something. You know, it's like, all right, well, I'm deciding to do this, so I should be able to do this by this time. And it's like, well, where do you even get the time frame from? Like, a lot of people that come into this training, I have conversations with, like, before they actually get into the training and get into the group. And just on the surface level, I like to listen. I like to listen to what they have going on in their life, just so I can help to get a frame for what might be able to help them personally and directly. You know what I'm saying? So I can have context, because I can't make any type of, assessment or offer any type of advice if I don't know what somebody specifically might be going through or dealing with. So that's why I make it my business to listen to people. I let them talk and I listen to what their story is. And then, when I hear what it is that they have going on, it's always the same stuff. I'll be right back. I gotta step away for 1 second. Be right back. All right. Y'all have audio? Can y'all still hear? Let me see some. Oh, what time was that one? Let me see what time that was. Was that just now? That and I hate when this thing don't open up. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, Joshua. Let me, because I hate when it doesn't open up on this computer. Let me try to download it. Jelani's saying that you didn't get the +1, so, but I definitely want to see it. All right, come on. Come on already. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Let me take a look at it right now, matter of fact.
What y'all think about this one here? You see what I'm saying? So there's no.
I see why you're asking that. The answer is no. Nah. Nope. Because that last portion of that movement was not only did it price it out, but it had too much speed in it. So for two reasons that would be disqualified. And I'm glad that you asked about that, because if you're adhering to the protocol, you can't take that trade, because as soon as it moved, it priced out. So you didn't even have an opportunity to get into it. So if you would not have had an opportunity to get into the actual setup, then you can't qualify it as MRMH, period. Just in general. So that's an excellent question. And that's the answer. Here, look at this one right here. Look at the one right now, the 320. So you can kind of see what the market is doing right now. You see how it's stalling? Yeah, see, that's a DQ right there too. It's out of sync still. Yeah, it's out of sync just overall. That's why you saw what you saw in that particular setup, because the market is out of sync. It's almost there, but it ain't there yet. It is not there yet. And this is the beauty of how we look at the market, because if you're not trained, to the untrained eye, somebody might look at that and be like, "Oh, that looked good." Like say somebody learned the basics of what we do, they would look at that setup and say, "Oh, that's it. Yeah, I'm taking that." All right, go ahead and take it. Look at what the market's doing right now. Just now, if you would have taken that long, look at what it just did. At the end, too. Right at the end. Right at the end, you got smacked. You got your whole chest caved in. So that's why it's always a good practice to throw it in the group. What's up, Rashad? What's happening? What's up, Dimitri? Matthew said they only see the flowers without realizing the roots that had to grow first. Amen to that. Riley said, I have a small farm, grow crops for farmers market. A lot of slow work and waiting. Ah, guessing the market is no different. As a matter of fact, if that is the case, Riley, you already kind of have the behavior that is necessary to do this because it's just a waiting game. That's it. That's it. You ahead of the game as a farmer. Wow, that's interesting. That is interesting. Very good. Josh said I've seen that trade taken a bunch of times. Um, Taken by who though? You mean like by me or just you mean in the group, like in general? Because if you don't have the +1, you can't take it. Period. Wasn't somebody a minute ago asking about +1 in the chat? I think it was Poacher. Did he get an answer to that? He did. Very good. Very good. I see Alec helped him out. Okay. Yeah. All right. So he should be good then. I'm gonna tell him right now in the group what I just said here. Mm-hmm. See, this is why we train the way that we do. You gotta love it because you're gonna get clarity. You're gonna get the answer that you're looking for. I don't know what I just shared. What the heck is that? I don't even know what that is. Like, what is that? I don't even know where I got that from. I tried to share this. All right, that's better. Yeah, and you can see that and we talk about this also, the speed bursting. That you see that behavior is present right now. That behavior is present right now. Let me go back real quick in the comments. Dan said, my patience has gotten so much better. Haven't taken a trade since April 15th. No MRMH, no trade. Old me would have figured out a way to make a trade happen. Got tired of losing. Ain't gonna happen no more. Come on, man. Come on. Joshua said, crazy that you say that, Dan. 4/15 was the most recent date that an MRMH follow-through trade happened, according to what I've studied since then. Look at the synergy. Look at how things line up. Ever since then, we've had some MRMH, but no follow-through trades, right? I've taken it before tightening up my personal standards of entry, and well, nobody else shows their trades. So just me and you and Jay. Very interesting. Matthew said, you'll get an answer. It may not be what you want to hear, but it will be the right answer. Affirmative. Rashad said, what'd you say? I missed it. Rashad, what you talking about? You talking about something that I said? Or you being sarcastic because you came in on the live a little late? I know you don't mean what did I say before you got here? Because I have no idea. I don't even remember. I don't know. I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, the +1. Okay. Rashad, are you in training? Who is Rashad? Why can't I know who that is. Wait. Rashad. I know who that is. Don't tell me yet. Hold up. Wallace? No, not Wallace. Wait a minute. Brown? See my memory. Wait, Wallace or Brown? Curtis. Wait. Curtis Wallace? Now I'm confused. Hold up. Curtis. You just confused the heck out of me. I do this because I try to exercise my memory. Curtis. What Curtis do I remember? Dang, it's right there too. It's like Rahim? He said Curtis Blow. Curtis Blow, Curtis Jackson. Y'all are crazy. All right, I give up, Rush. I give up, Curtis. I give up. I thought I'm thinking that you Curtis Marr. Are you Curtis Marr? If you're Curtis Marr, then I know who you are. If you're another Curtis, I'm totally lost. Josh should talk about Curtis Blow. Okay. So you Raheem then, right? Is that, do I have it right now? If I got it right, I'm good. Let me see if I got it right. I'm good, baby. You see, I don't give up. I refuse to give up. Oh my goodness. Yeah, man. But yeah, with the +1, the +1 is well, we talk about it in training. I don't want to really talk about it on here because this is public. But in the group chat, throw that question in there, and you'll get the response to it. I can't be giving away our trade secrets. Hell yeah, I would have been lost. I know. unless it was a game where you got to keep going until you get it. Like you get like 3 or 4 guesses. If I'd have got 4 guesses, I would have got it. If it was 3 guesses, I was done. You said you would have lost with all those guesses. I dare sure would have. I would have got the buzzer mad long ago. That is hilarious. That's funny. Yeah, but so this market is still active a little funny a little bit. And that's all right. That is okay. What happened yesterday? I'm trying to think of what I did yesterday that was interesting. I know when we were on here, we were on YouTube yesterday, and then when I got off the charts, I didn't come back on the charts until later in the evening, like around 7. So I got back on the charts around 7 and looked at things. And the market was almost looking pretty good. But it just refused to kind of line up for us. So No trades. Um, it seemed like we had an MRMH though yesterday. We did have an MRMH, right? The one that you had posted, Joshua. You posted the video and asked about it. Okay, so that's why we would. That's when we were on here on YouTube. Okay, got you. Yeah, I was trying to remember. I'm like, damn, that's what it was. It was no follow through trades. Okay, got you. All right, that all makes sense now. Got to do little exercise to remember shit. For real, man. All right. What did I mean to do? Oh, Kyle. I didn't hear back from Kyle. All right. I'm sure that I will, though. I'm sure that I'll hear back from him. I was talking about this the other day. I'm like, anybody that got a AOL email address that they still use, you old. You still got an AOL email address. That's funny. That is funny. It's so funny how, like, over time, how things just change. You know, like platforms and companies and this stuff comes and then it goes and then it's replaced by something else. Like I remember MySpace used to be something popular. Mind you, when MySpace was around, I wasn't on the internet like that. Like I wasn't on social media yet. I didn't get on social media until the first social media that I opened up was a Facebook account. And I didn't want to. I didn't want to open up nothing. I was like, I don't want to be on no stupid social media. Like for whatever reason, I just had in my head that social media was stupid. Not realizing that it's just simply a new way that people communicate with each other. Like really, as a matter of fact, social media connects people more now than ever. Like literally. That's what's crazy. Social media today, this is the most connected that people have ever been. Because you can keep in touch with folk that you never like really rock with like that too. That's my kids. Let me get out of here. I know they want to get out the house now, so let me get them out the house. All right, y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all in trading. I'm gonna keep my eye on this market too while I'm running around and see what comes into fruition. So I'll check y'all out in the group chat and I'll see y'all in training tonight. All right, I'm out.